Welcome back, everybody. This is Gary. We are at Nerdrotic. You know where you are. How's it going? Good evening, everybody. It's 9:30 on the East Coast, and it's only 6:30 over here. Plenty of sunlight, plenty of daylight, but I am just running out of time. I'm scrambling to get ready for Star Trek Las Vegas and get videos made for the week. It looks like I'll still be making content from the hotel, so it'll be like Comic-Con. I'm bringing my little Surface Pro with me, so hopefully that'll work. Oh, you paused Joe Rogan. That is good. Wow, what an honor. What an honor. Welcome, everybody. This is a super chat square up from last night's pretty damn good Inquisition. I gotta say, one of our best. Doomcock was on point. I was okay. And we have a lot of super chats to get through. I'm also going to read some letters. But first, I have to cough. Hang on. I have to get these super chats up, and then I have to cough. I'm going to mute my microphone. Just a second. One moment. Okay, back. And we're going to show everybody's super chats here because they deserve that. Apologies for that. Everything happens at the worst time. So where did we leave off? I wish they timestamped these. I really wish they do. JJ. Okay, I read that one. And I read that one. Read that one. Okay. If I read a couple that I read last night, that's just going to have to do. So once we're done here, I'm going to show kind of what I've got planned for Star Trek Las Vegas. We have one meetup. There might be a bit of a problem with it, but not too big of a problem. And what I plan on doing, because I have no idea what the one day I'm set is Saturday, where we're going to meet William Shatner. Overlord, Gary, what's your favorite? Oh, I already read that one. I know that. Time traveling theory. All right, so we're starting with Talking Pulp here. Money, so you can buy things. I know I love the channel, and I'd love to see you and Doomcock in a musical, but not something as shit as Cats, of course. Thank you, Talking Pulp, for $5. God, it's so confusing. This thing goes backwards. Stun Soul, the SJWs may be able to kill things we love, but cannot destroy the love itself. Love they could never imagine and will never feel. That is true. That is true. I think part of the resentment towards those of us who've been fans for a long time is a lot of these newbies just don't get they weren't, and it's not their fault. They weren't around. They weren't around when Star Wars came out. They weren't around when Frank Miller wrote Daredevil, and you read that as a 12-year-old, and you're just like, your mind is blown at what somebody actually did with a comic book with, at the time, what people thought was a lame character. Selena Kyle. I answered this one. What is both of your, my favorite Lovecraft story is the only one I've read, is Call of Cthulhu, and it was in a comic. So yeah. I know I read some of these already, but this Fender Strat for £5. Hey Gary, are you going to review The Boys? I'm enjoying it so far. If you have, I'm sorry, I must have missed it. Keep up the good work. I have not reviewed it. Hopefully I'll have time tomorrow. But it looks like oh man. I really like some parts of it, and there's some character changes that I have a problem with. I'll just tease that. Not so scruffy nerf herder for Australian, or no, it's AUD. What's AUD? $5. What I like about the Orville is that a SJW happy ending isn't always guaranteed. In fact, the social issues often addressed in TO do not get in the Orville, do not get resolved. No, they don't, because they save them for, like I said last night, for About a Girl. Okay, I got to get back up here because I've read some of these. Am I going backwards? Does it go the other way? Yes, it must. Let me see here. God dang it. I thought I had this set up and then I screwed up by coughing. Yeah, this must go way up then. God, we got a lot of super chats last night. Sorry about this, folks. Hang on. By the way, this one will be put on Nerdrotic Live when I am done. That's Nerdrotic Dog. Say hi. That's Maris. She's the one who barks all the damn time, but she is pretty cute, so she can get away with it. Okay. I've got us here now. And I remember it was a $50 Canadian super chat. Here we go. We saved The Expanse. We can save this too. Save Patriot, says Kilroy was here for $5. I hope so. I'm going to check out the show. Doomcock loves it. I have not seen it. Star Wiz for $1, but no comment because you can't comment for $1. I don't mind if Jane Foster gets the hammer from Thor, but she shouldn't get Mjolnir. For $5 from Glizner. Well, she's gonna get it anyway, and that's actually the subject of my next video that will be dropping right after this live stream. Yes, I'm gonna start scheduling my videos, so you're gonna get more videos and on a right around a set time when I get back from Vegas. But I am doing the night video drops now because they do okay. They do actually do pretty well. And our European friends like those too. It's in the morning for them. But I don't like them gender swapping male characters, especially when there's plenty of female characters in the Marvel universe to use. But freaking Moondragon. I love Medusa, and they screwed her up in the TV show. I would love to see a cinematic version of Medusa. If my wife were a superhero, she would be Medusa. She's got hair like her. Hakat's daughter. They gave Lord of the Rings to Dumb and Dumber. No, not good for $1.99. Thank you very much. No, it's not. They are there to help it get off the ground, but they are also being lured by Netflix and Amazon. So I'm wondering about their Star Wars future. If they're going to be working on TV shows for Netflix and Amazon, that's a lot to do. And apparently they really had a lot to do with Game of Thrones and got tired and burned out, but let's give them more money. They tanked the biggest show in television. Give them money. That's the way it works in Hollywood. JP Grotokix. How long before Tom Shipley leaves Lord of the Rings show? Oh, that is a good question. That is a very good Shippey. I'm sorry, Shippey. Tom Shippey, who is the Lord of the Rings scholar, and the right person to have on the show. We'll see. That's the guy to keep an eye on. If that guy leaves the show, we're in trouble. I don't think it's long if we're dealing with bad robot people. Nicholas Horton for £5. Burt Ward is reprising his Robin Dick Grayson role in Crisis on Infinite Earths. I saw that. I'm going to be covering every episode. So I know my live stream schedule has been very sporadic lately. Again, it will be back on schedule when I get back from Las Vegas. And then, fall rolls around. And what I do here is cover television live. I haven't given up on that. That's something I will be doing quite a bit of this fall. So I'm going to be covering every Batwoman episode. I'm going to be covering every Watchmen episode. And I'm obviously breaking my CW thing for Batwoman, but that's more for cringe watching. I will break it for Crisis on Infinite Earths. We will be live after every episode airs. And yes, I'm going to have to watch an episode of Supergirl. Pray for me. Nerdrotic. Hail GB and DC, making 1.5 years since I left the Bay Area. I miss going to buy figures at Comics and Cards on Gary. I haven't been there in years. Then taking the 38 to J Town for dinner at Uzamiya. Enjoy it for me. I haven't been to Japan. I live in San Francisco. I haven't been to Japantown in like 5 years. I used to go down there to get the mochi balls, but that's it. Cards and Comics Central. Let me tell you. I used to go buy action figures there, but they are so freaking overpriced. They are overpriced as hell, but they have a great action figure collection, but not as good as Blast from the Past in Burbank. That is a great shop. If you're ever in LA, if you're an action figure collector, you need to go to Blast from the Past. Plus, the prices are reasonable. They're very reasonable. Blue-Eyed Scorpio for $1.99. Didn't know if I mentioned thoughts on Zombieland 2 trailer. Not much. I thought the first Zombieland was okay, and I have no desire to see the second one at all. They're rolling around the White House, so I can only imagine what the entire movie is going to be about. TK for $10. Thank you. Hail Lord Doomcock and Sir Gary. This show is by far the most entertaining and informative pop culture stream on YouTube. Thank you. Wow, TK. Thank you very much. Well, we try to be both. Sorry for the rough start today, but this is a very relaxed stream anyway. But yeah, I tried to eat really quick before I started. And that was probably a really bad idea. But thank you very much. Yeah, last night's show was a lot of fun. Daniel for $2. Sorry, Doomcock, but this I agree with Gary. Human, yes. He's talking about Deckard being a human over Deckard being a robot in Blade Runner. And while I know it's been definitively, Ridley Scott changed his mind a couple times, but he said Deckard is a replicant. I am firmly into he should be a human camp, because if he's a robot, then it's just a robot. It's a movie about robots fighting robots, and there's no humans in it. Now, they're human-like robots, and they're turning into humans, and we were supposed to learn about life from Roy Batty, but then if it's just one robot teaching another robot about life, then where's the appreciation there? It makes to me, and Harrison Ford agrees with that as well. But the creators of the show have said he is a replicant, so that is there. But I don't like that. I don't. Marcus Jose or Marcus Joes. Does no one know the fact that Deckard was an alien? No, I did not know that. Sir Ruin of House Roundhead, not in the film. I could be meeting Charlie Cox, Tom Hiddleston, and Jake Gyllenhaal at the New York Comic Con next month after their Broadway shows, or New York City. I thought you said Comic Con. Also, watch The 100 if you have not yet. It is a great sci-fi show. Sir Ruin of House Roundhead. Mrs. Nerdrotic loves that show. I do not. I give it a shot. It's I'm just not big on network TV shows. I'm just not. The Orville was pretty much the last one I watched. But yes, Mrs. Nerdrotic loves it. The Ghost of a Flea. Love you guys. Love your guys break down on things. Keep it going as long as possible, please. Forever. Yeah. I don't know about forever. But I'm not going anywhere. Not for a while. I'm still going to be in San Francisco for another year. My kid has to finish middle school. Then I'm moving. but I'm still going to keep the channel going. If it's up to you guys. I'm going to get the, the pop-up shop going, and then we're going to get a brick and mortar where I move. We are looking at houses already. And, as long as life doesn't get in the way, like it kind of has in the last week, things should be fine. But I've got some personal things that we got to take care of. Nothing serious, nothing directly with me, but it's extended family and just dealing with some stuff. So, but it's not going to stop the trip or anything. And say SA, which is AI. Can I get a Johnson? She's my queen. I don't want it. She's my queen. I don't want it. There, no problem. $5. Damn, I wish I could have made those shirts. By the way, people who are making my shirts, I don't know if you're watching. I don't know if I don't want to shout out your channel because I don't know, like, sometimes affiliations with me, particularly when we're about to go to Star Trek, might not be a good thing. I'm sorry I haven't contacted you. I will call you after this live stream. That is about my t-shirts. By the way, I'm going to have t-shirts to give away at the meetup. Nerdrotic t-shirts for free. Technocratic concentration camp for $14.99 Australian. Stop dilly-dallying, guys, and get to it. The real topic that you should have discussed at the very first Inquisition. Would you let an SJW use your toilet? Well, if I don't, then I'm going to contribute to more poop on the streets in San Francisco, but I would charge them. How's that? I'd monetize their poop. Trina Guthridge for $9.99. Hi, Gary. You bring families to, well, no, they can only go number one. No number two in my bathroom. At home? No, number one only. And I'd still charge them. Back to Trina. Sorry, Trina. For $9.99. Hi, Gary. You bring families together, by the way. I had sent you a super chat a while back. A few months later, I got a DM from my cousin that said, you watch Nerdrotic too? No way, Trina. No way. That's cool. I love that. It's great. Thank you. What a smart family. Josh Lurch for $10. Regarding JJ, he steals so many plot points and beats from Star Wars ANH for Force Awakens, for A New Hope, for Force Awakens. Same with Wrath into Darkness. Yes, he does the same damn thing. He just copies stuff. He's a fraud. He's a goddamn fraud. At what point do we consider his version an adaptation and not a sequel? Well, I would call it plagiarism, but that's me. I mean, that's just my opinion on the situation. But yeah, it's a very bad adaptation. The thing is, here's what I think JJ is all about. I'll get on camera for this one. I don't think he intentionally steals from stuff, but JJ reminds me of a couple of my friends who are supremely good at the art of bullshit. And they actually were successful guys in Hollywood. And what they did was they would always spread themselves out way too thin. They would promise too many people this, too many people that. And when they actually had to go do the work, they didn't have enough time to put their 100% effort into it. So they just kind of half-assed it, but remember, they're talented. They're talented. So they've been able to rely on their talent or fall back on their talent. And what it does is it allows them to half-ass things and kind of mail it in. And then they pass off an acceptable product. Then on top of that, they put a thick, shiny layer of bullshit on top of it and convince that person that they just got the golden egg when it's actually just a dookie. And that person goes, okay, because these guys are master manipulators. They are master bullshit artists, and they're good at what they do. And I think that's what JJ is. I think JJ probably, if he could focus on something without any distraction. I mean, look what he's trying to do. He's got something over here. He's got something over there. He's executive producing like 9 million things right now. I think somewhere in there, there's a little bit of talent, but what he does is believe his own bullshit, and better yet, other people believe his bullshit. So he comes in to Star Wars after screwing up Star Trek. I would say Star Trek '09 like had much more of his focus than so he comes into Star Wars and he brings in Lawrence Kasdan, and they make up the script as it goes, and they convince Kathleen Kennedy that that is a great thing. And you know, Kathleen Kennedy being a producer in Hollywood for decades, and he was able to convince her that. I mean, that's how good the guy is at BSing. So that's what I think he is. I think he's just a major bullshit artist with a little bit of talent, and is it able to game the Hollywood system to perfection, to absolute perfection. And there are a ton of most of your producers in Hollywood, that's what they are. Yeah, talent doesn't always rise up. No, you got to have the equal parts talent and bullshit to make it in Hollywood. But of course, time's up and things are changing there. Right. Criminal Imagination for $5 needs to be called The Girls. Wait, The Girls is also misogynist. Yes. The boys made some very interesting character changes. People are generally loving the show, though, and they probably haven't read the comic book. And if you haven't consumed as much God, I've watched more entertainment than I have in a long time, and see the pattern of replacing male characters with female characters in charge. It's very strategic. It probably wouldn't bug you that much, especially since the book has female characters in charge. They already did that, but they just amped it up. They didn't need to change a damn thing. They probably need to dial it back a bit. But I mean, any violence towards women except for the major thing is majorly changed, especially with Starlight, because Starlight had to do something to Homelander before getting on the team. We'll just say. Harvey Walls for $4.99. Have you guys, but it doesn't go down that way in the show. So I spoiled the comic, but not the show. Have you guys been seen Shatner would play Kirk again if in Tarantino's Star Trek? And Doomcock, thanks again for replying so promptly to my email. Excellent. And he probably says cool. I would say he's too damn old, but I'm sure there's a way we can work him in. And if it could somehow un-F Generations, and we could somehow make Shatner's books The Return canon, I'd be really happy with that, because I hate Star Trek Generations as much as I hate Star Trek Discovery. The only thing I like about Star Trek Generations is the soundtrack. It's a good soundtrack. Dean Heiss for $2. Are you going to be live streaming from Las Vegas every day? Every day. Different times, but just like Comic-Con, every day. I think I missed one day at Comic-Con. Now, every day. And what it's going to happen is I'm going to live stream here, unlist it, put it on Nerdrotic Live, and I'm going to be using OBS, so you'll be able to see the chat as well. I got to start using OBS, so I might as well start tomorrow. It works pretty well on my my Surface Pro, believe it or not, but works like crap on my Mac. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Aeronaut for $10. Love the Inquisition. Keep up the excellent work. Hail Doomcock. Hail Nerdrotic. Have fun in Las Vegas. Give them heck. Oh, I will. I will. I mean, I'm going to have fun, and it's Vegas. I don't honestly know how many days I'm going to the Comic-Con, to the Star Trek convention. Maybe two. But Mrs. Nerdrotic and I have some plans as well. Trooper, plus my kids are going. Trooper, but one of my kids is old. He's an adult. Trooper Bear FN 2525. So does for $5. So does that foster Thor a Disney princess, or is she a Disney princess? God damn, talk, Gary. Or a Disney goddess? So woke. She's a goddess princess. Hashtag MCU. MCU. It's mine. That's mine. Tim Riggs for $10. The MCU has played out after Endgame. They will try to exploit the fans as long as they can, but box office will dwindle. Budgets will shrink. It will be a slow death, like Westerns in the late 60s and 70s, says that for $10. Yep. Here's their schedule for next year. They have Black Widow and the Eternals. It is not connected to some major event unless at the end of Black Widow, they have Galactus coming in. There's rumors they're bringing back Thanos. Yeah, they're not going to have billion-dollar movies anymore. Black Widow will not be a billion-dollar movie. Black Widow will probably do the tune of like Wasp and Ant-Man. It'll probably do like 600 million, which is still very respectable, but stockholders don't see it that way. They don't. They really don't. Kilroy was here for $2. Can we please admit Avatar stole from Roger Dean? Yeah, it stole a lot of things. I agree with you. Tim Riggs for $5. James Cameron's big successes were not only his. High quality writer cast makes a difference. He may be a maestro, but he isn't the entire orchestra. Of course not. Of course not. You are correct. No director is. That's why God, who was the director who was the one who said, I hate it when they call it a so-and-so film. It's not like a Quentin Tarantino film. It's still not a Quentin Tarantino film. There's a lot of people involved. It's a film directed by Quentin Tarantino and written, maybe. I don't know. Marcus Joes, Cameron gets credit as he's the reason Alita exists. Well, he is. And he has been trying to make that I remember reading about that in Wizard. Like they're going to make Alita Battle Angel. I mean, that goes back to the 90s, late 90s, maybe the early 2000s. I don't know. Late 90s, early 2000s. God, it was a long time ago. Damn it. I'm getting old. Mark C. What's up, Mark C? I saw you, Mark C, on, I don't even know if you're in the chat now, but I saw you on England Teens live stream last night. Or, well, I watched it this morning while I was at the gym. I was watching a little bit of EBS's live stream, a little bit of England Teens while I was working out. I've been making a video all damn day. You know, some videos take, like, you can get it done in a half an hour. This one took me like 4 hours. It's long, too. It's coming out tonight, a couple hours. Be out in a couple hours. Hopefully, it's like, every single time, the ones like I think are masterpieces, they do okay, they do all right, and then the ones I spend 5 minutes on do gangbusters. You can never tell. Christopher Schmidt for 99 cents. Thank you for the donation, Christopher. I am sorry I couldn't get it to last night. I do apologize. Mark C for $5. I love Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein are hilarious. Spaceballs is really close third. High Anxiety is my close third, Mark C. And the producers. And History of the World. But it goes for me. It's Young Frankenstein, Blazing Saddles, High Anxiety. Mark C again for $10. Jerry Goldsmith is great. He is. For finding amazing scores you don't own. Medicine Man, Air Force One, The Edge, and Lionheart are all great scores by the man. So Medicine Man, I haven't heard. Air Force One, I own. The Edge, I don't own. Lionheart, I own it's digital. I have it digital. Mark C has very good taste. John T. Net from Hong Kong for 250 Hong Kong dollars. D&D on Lord of the Rings. Waited half my life for Wheel of Time. Can now imagine Ruin Little John taking over. Bezos, don't you dare F this up. I will beat DC up if I have to. And have Gary help. To push the button. Harvey will claim your soul. Don't F it up. I think Doomcock will push the button. I feel that way about Lord of the Rings. I want this Lord of the Rings show to be good. I truly do. I want to cover a good Lord of the Rings show. I'm still excited about it. There's so many bad robot people involved. Look, God, it's so fucking, oh God, that's frustrating. But there's a couple of really good people involved, and a couple of the main writers have no association, but there's like most of the people have Bad Robot Association. So yeah, my hope is dashed. Mark C for $5. Gary, have you opened an online comic store yet? I'm looking for Burns She-Hulk number 40, the jump rope issue. It completes my run. I have that in my collection. I'll just sell you mine. I got to dig it up though, Mark. So hit me up with an email. I know you've asked me before. Hit me up with an email after August 4th when I get back. Arthur Gonzalez for $4.99. Hail, Masters of the Inquisition. What would you do? What would you think of the Russos bringing in an adaptation of the 80s Battle of the Planet to the big screen? Battle of the Planets? I would watch it by the Russo brothers. I'd pretty much watch anything by them right now. So I'd watch it. What the hell? But it'll probably be, woke. I'm just gonna say that about everything. It's just woke. Everything's gonna be woke. There'll be a woke move. We could almost make a game of it. We just guess the woke plot twists, and I'm gonna do that with Star Trek Discovery. Oh man, Star Trek Discovery season 3. That is gonna screw up some canon. Oh man, everybody does realize that's a bookend for canon. There are 1,000 years in the future, and anything they say is established history, except to me, because I won't believe any of it. But man, it could really jack up a lot of stuff. I tried watching porn versions of films for staying true to the source material. Do you know how long it takes to get through a movie in 5-minute intervals? Actually, I do, but it's not for porn reasons. When I review my Star Trek, my Star Trek reviews, I watch them in 5-minute intervals, and then I record. So I watch 5 minutes, and then I give my thoughts. I watch 5 more minutes because I don't write anything. I don't write anything. Everything is off the cuff, and I'm sure that's very obvious to you guys. I don't write a single thing. So when I'm reviewing, when I do my edited reviews, I'm watching 5 minutes, I talk. Watch 5 minutes, I talk. That's how I do it. Jason Green for $5. I made an offer to the High Council to take them to Longhorn Steakhouse if they ever come to Texas. Offer now extended to you two as well. Hail, Jason Green. I'm going to Texas. I'm going to be going to Texas. Probably later this year. Going on a road trip. I need to check out. We're going to be checking out houses. I'm probably going to move to Santa Fe, New Mexico. But Texas is an option if Santa Fe doesn't work. The plan is I don't want to live in an old house. And I don't want to, anything in California now is $1 million and even in a crappy neighborhood. So I'm done. I'm done with California. TJ Paris for $5. Elements of Flyby will end up in the new DCEU out of spite, or he'll just have his son write it. Woot for nepotism at its finest. Yes, he's okay. So TJ Paris for $5 is talking about Superman Flyby, which is by JJ Abrams. And you're right. He'll probably have his son do it. Oh, it's so terrible. It is. I really wanted DC. I wanted DC to like kind of beat the MCU with a stick. I was rooting for that like crazy. Sue Chapman for £5. Hi guys, what are your thoughts on the Guardian article saying Tarantino should be canceled? I see he's already clapping back at the criticism. Sue, I'm going to go check that out. That might be the subject of a video. I will check it out. Thank you. North American Ham Rammer for $5. Ren Fair today. Oh, Ren Fair. I found them. I found the source, the soy, the hair, the coloring. Clans of incels, real incels. After 30 years, I'll never see it the same. Yeah. Ren Fair used to be kind of a fun thing to go to, and now we know where it all comes from. Yes. So North American Hammer, thanks again for the painting, everything. And the nice letter. I appreciate that. Gimp Rider 66 for $2. Gary, you like Poe, not Poe, right? Yes. Edgar Allan Poe, not Poe Dameron. No. Thank you. I was saying that I like Edgar Allan Poe. I haven't read I've read a lot of Edgar Allan Poe. Narutakuken. Any chance I can sponsor a Doomcock reading of Lovecraft poem Halloween in a Suburb this October 31st? I bet you could. I don't think he would be against that. I wonder how they feel, like copyright reasons wise, about reading a story on a live stream. Might have to put that to the test. I do have kind of a joke ASMR recording of reading a George R. R. Martin chapter in ASMR voice that I might put up on Nerdrotic Live. I don't know how well it turned out. I'll have to think about that. Psycho Dwarf for $5. Don't know about the other ice holes. My ice holes mines a fucking kilt. I don't know about the other ice holes. Mine's a fucking kilt. Right, Psycho Dwarf. I get it now. Thank you for $5. Tracy Wilborn for $5. Gary, you and DC take viewing suggestions? Yes. If you haven't seen it, Dalek 6388 and on BritBox, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes with Jeremy Brett. Oh, I will check it out. I have BritBox. I do take suggestions. Fizzenthorpe for $5. Gary, do you and Doomcock find the Curse of Oak Island interesting, or is it your cup of tea? Buried treasure on an island in Nova Scotia. I have watched some episodes. Sometimes it feels like they're going, well, a lot of times it feels like they're going nowhere, but it's interesting. It's interesting. Yeah, it is my cup of tea for sure. Bruce Lombardo, thank you for the coffee, Bruce. By the way, thank you. The Orville comic #1 from Dark Horse is good. I have a copy that I have not read. Thank you. Thank you for the $1.99. That is good to know. I'm glad it's at Dark Horse and not at freaking IDW. Oh, thank God. Thank God it's not at the same company as Star Trek Discovery. Michael Eastwood for $20. Thank you. I binged The Boys today, and I didn't mind some of the minor changes that they made compared to the abortion preacher show is downright pleasant, in my opinion. As long as season 2 gets the hero-gasm arc in it, will be a B+ in my book. I still need to digest it a little bit. But there's parts of The Boys that kick ass that are great. It's got great music. TK for $5. Star Trek, the original, we just call it Star Trek here. Star Trek, the original series, was made when women wore miniskirts as a sign of female empowerment. I know we need to freaking repeat that over and over again. People forget that men didn't like them. Well, older men, a lot of men didn't like them wearing those skirts at all. They did it as an FU. It was the 60s, years from yoga pants. Years from now, yoga pants will be misogynist. Well, yeah. And I am in the land of yoga pants, my friend. I made an ending of Game of Thrones season 8 to my girlfriend on the spot because she wanted to know how it ended. She really liked it. She doesn't have much time to watch TV as much nowadays. Says 007 Cloud for $10. Well, I'm glad she liked your ending. I would probably like your ending too, even if it ended with we don't know what happened. Wicked Mugsta. 2 $1 super chats. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. And we're getting towards the end here. Brett Dean for $2.99. Excited to see who Burnham is smarter than in season 3. That is the best line ever. I applaud you, Brett Dean. The Martian Chronicles rocks, says Novarama for $1.99. It does. And I loved the miniseries. Bruce Lombardo for $4.99. Need to find a way to fund you to moving in with me in where's New Braunfels? Oh, it's Texas. Need to find a way to fund you to moving in with me at New Braunfels, Texas. Spend a lot of time there and Austin this weekend. Prawn on 4K sucks. Well, there you go. I don't even know where New Braunfels is. But I don't know. You wouldn't want us living with you. We are the loudest family on earth. Like we yell when we're next. I mean, like not yell mad anger. We're just loud. We bang shit around. We talk all the time. People hate going to movies with us. I don't know if you'd want us. We get up insanely early. We pound. I mean, like Mrs. Nerdrotic sounds like she's throwing pots and pans around in the kitchen when she's getting ready and she's like making breakfast. It's hilarious. But that's the kind of household I grew up in, so I'm fine with it. But yeah, we're loud. You got to watch out. Ryan, for 10 pounds, is there any way the Tolkien estate can prevent D&D on insist on Jackson? I think I read somewhere that they talked to him and he doesn't want to have anything to do with it. Yeah, I listen. They should go to Jackson. Jackson should be running this thing. They should back up the Brinks truck, which they've already done, and get him running this thing. I know people aren't happy with The Hobbit, but remember, he wasn't supposed to direct The Hobbit. He was only supposed to produce it. It was started by somebody else, and they left. So, Dragon R93 for $5. I recommend looking up a web shows made about a decade ago called Pioneer One. It has an awesome concept and is better than most things being made today. Really? Never heard of it. Web shows from a decade ago? Wow. I'll check it out. Captain Spire. Thank you again for the Star Trek 3 script. And I think I'm reading one of your letters in a second. Hey guys, have you heard of Grade A Under A? I cannot remember one upload he's made I didn't laugh at. Despite what may have led to him vanishing for a while. He vanished. I think it's worth folks checking him out. When people vanish from YouTube, it's probably personal reasons, burnout. Sometimes people just need a break. This thing is never ending. I think it's probably very healthy for YouTubers to try to get in their head that there's going to be times where you just can't make videos and you're going to have to bite the bullet, slow down for a little bit. But you can restart things. It doesn't end the world. People still remember you if you're gone for like a week. It's when you disappear for months and you're a growing channel. And what I try to remember, I'll speak for myself, is like, I've got 110 subscribers. I'm not a big channel. I'm not. I'm at the lower end of medium. Maybe, that's about it. That's I try to keep that perspective. But I'm worried about it going to Las Vegas. But what I'm going to do is just put out content and do what I did in San Diego. I absolutely did not worry about it once I got there. Mrs. Nerdrotic's home, so you'll hear the dogs. Peter, this is why my house doesn't get broken into. I've got the two little dogs that yap, and then I got the big one that'll bite their legs off if they come in. Peter Ford, you for $1.99, you need to watch The Boys. Well, Peter, I have. But before I review it, I need to watch it twice because I'm going to have to, because they dropped it all at once. I gotta binge it again. And I've got my notes. I've got 3 pages of notes on it. Trina Guthridge for $1.99. Avatar was a Greenpeace wet dreams, rolls her eyes. Yes. Avatar was Greenpeace porn, as is, why am I blanking on the show now? I'll think of it in a second here. Oh, there they are. Oh, now I got new super chats. You guys, hang on. Hang on just a second. There we go. So we're done with those. Yeah, I don't want to blank that. So like the Handmaid's Tale is like is almost like feminist porn. So just as Avatar is Greenpeace porn. There's a lot of you watching for a super chat square up that's been really sloppy tonight, but sorry about that. Let's get to the other ones. There we go. There we go. Okay. Jesus, guys. Eddie sends for $4.99. If you could rewrite Star Trek Nemesis, what would you change? Oh my God. The last time I saw Star Trek Nemesis was in the theaters. I don't remember totally hating it. I wouldn't have the whole B4 thing. I just wouldn't have Data die. I would rethink that. I think they thought they might get a sequel or something. It was such a downer ending. I would have changed the ending, and yeah, but I have to watch it again to know exact details. But I hated that ending. I hated Data dying. The B4 thing was obvious. Like, why are you going to kill him? And then, obviously, he's fine. Which, now this one, Hyperion 9997 Canadian $2. Kurtzman equals Schumacher of the tens. Joel Schumacher. Yes, except Joel Schumacher accepted responsibility for his errors for Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. Now I can watch Batman Forever. I can rewatch that film. It's terrible, but I like Val Kilmer as a Batman, but it's still terrible. Batman and Robin's unwatchable. It's an unwatchable mess. Echo Base Network for $1.99. If I land this new job this week, I may be in Vegas. Cool. Well, you know who's going to be in Vegas? Jeff from World Class Bullshitters is going to be in Vegas. Yes. Very excited about that. And Jesse's going to be there, and I'm going to be there. And we got the Midnight's Edge crew. I guess Tom is on the road there already. I will be staying at the Excalibur. I know people snicker, but I stay in the staying in the suite. It's what I try to do is find a suite in a moderate hotel. So it's still kind of expensive, but considering I just stayed in a $70 a night room at a Motel 6, it was so I could stay in a suite in Vegas. In Vegas, it's all about your hotel. It's not about, it's all about your hotel. And yeah, I've been staying at Excalibur for like 20 years. So I like it. I like its location on the strip. But the freaking convention's off the strip. But that's why we have cabs. Echo Base Network. We are 25 subs away from 1,000. Well, really? That's close. Hey, everybody. Echo Base Network is a good Fandom Menace channel. They're just starting out, and they are they helped reconcile Doomcock and Shatner. Here is their link. Why don't you go give them a sub? Give them the 25 away from being monetized there. That's awesome. Listen, just a click, hit the bell, and check them out. Check them out. Mary Ashmead, Mary, it's been a rough month. Glad to be here. I'm sorry to hear that, Mary. I hope you're okay. For $2. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I've had a rough week here. Dunning-Kruger for $5. How was Deckard a replicant if he can still live in 2049? The same way Rachel was, that they didn't give, they gave her a longer life. They didn't give, that's what they're saying. I agree with you. Dunning-Kruger. I think Deckard was human. That's the way he is in my headcanon, because the story works better for me. It doesn't work that well if he's a replicant to me. Jeff McKelvey for $10. Gary, I like the boys a lot, actually. Loved your Orville Comic-Con walkthroughs as well. Once I heard you say you had plans to make merch, I pulled my Orville from the website out of respect. Oh, no, I don't plan to make merch. Oh, they have plans to make merch. They do, but I mean, it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while. Huh. What can I say about that? I talked to somebody about that. And I'm trying to figure out how I can word this. I think that if you make Orville stuff and you keep the numbers reasonable, like as far as your production, like if you keep the numbers very low, they're not going to give you a hard time. It's when things get out of control, they give you a hard time. If you're like mass producing Orvilles and selling them everywhere, then they might kind of, but right now they're not producing anything. I think you're fine for like a year. I think you're good for like a year. It's going to be months before the merch starts rolling out. Now, if I hear it sooner, I will let you know. But they're cool. I mean, everything's within reason here. Remember, this is a Disney-owned thing. By the way, Disney is going to be cracking down effing hard next year at Comic-Con. So if you're one of those people who sells prints, enjoy your last year, because next year it's on. And I know I've heard that every year at Con, but I heard it from a couple of bigwigs at Con that they are cracking down on that stuff. Disney is not having it anymore. So if you sell Marvel or Star Wars prints, don't make any more. Get your stock out now, because they will be giving you cease and desist. I think that might be starting at New York Comic Con. That's what I heard. And next year at San Diego, it's on. So good luck with that. Draw your own stuff. Mongoose McQueen for $2. Baby on the way. Hail the next generation. Yes. Congratulations. Thank you for procreating and continuing our existence. It's a great responsibility. It's a gift. Mrs. Nerdrotic put it best because I asked her about this, because I was like, when I was younger, never took you for the type to have kids. And she said something really brilliant. She said, well, I'm in the living life to its fullest. And how can you, not have kids if you want to live life to its fullest? Now, kids aren't for everybody. They're not. You shouldn't have them if you don't want them. So yeah, I don't want to sound like one of those people like, you're not a person unless you've had a kid. That's bullshit. No way. No, kids are not for everybody. And you're not a bad person for not having them. It's your personal choice. Nobody judging here, but it's way more rewarding than I thought it would be. Because I was not into it when I was a kid. I was like, kid, what? You're kidding me. Why would I make more of me? Let's go. JJ has no talent. He's got one trick, and that's the mystery box. He has no ideas how to solve the mystery, just how to get our attention. Skeletal Bassman for $5. You just gave me an idea for a video. Because I don't know if anybody's like really broken down his trick, because it's really simple. It's really simple. And he admits it. He admits it in a video, like what he does. Maybe I'll show that to the world. I'm sure plenty of people have seen it though. Heroic Avenger 96 for $5.01. 2049 does the Chosen special child plot just like Picard is doing, yet people call 2049 a masterpiece. Plus, Ridley Scott is a hack. See Alien Covenant. Thank you, Heroic Avenger 96. I feel exactly the same way that you do about it. It's listen, Fifth Element, Firefly, and then Logan's the latest one. But I mean, Fifth Element and Firefly did them a long time ago. It's a tired trope. The very specialist girl with powers. Actually, it's a 90s comic thing too. And in anime and manga, I know it goes way earlier than that. I can hear the manga anime people now. They did it first in anime. They did everything first in anime and manga. Can we just establish that? Cracklin 1999. Saint Anthony of Padua joined the Franciscan order after meeting Saint Francis himself. Anthony became his follower. He was a Padawan. Okay, Saint Anthony of Padawan. He was a Padawan. wore robes in order and was rumored to have supernatural abilities. Well, there you go. Thank you for $19.99, Cracklin. Sir Ruin of House Roundhead for $5. Hopefully Geralt will be the main character in his own TV series on Netflix, which is The Witcher. But he is a white male, so he won't. We will see. Yeah, we will see. We will see. Mutant Green Panda for $5. JJ did, in fact, have a good film in Mission Impossible Theory. Ironically, a film where it's clear his mystery boxes are just meaningless plot MacGuffins. Yeah, Mission Impossible films are like just, they're not bad. They're just average. They're just, I mean, I can't tell the difference between 2, 3, and 4. If you showed me frames from other, maybe hair length, I think in 2, Tom Cruise had like that, when people were growing like longer, like remember when in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, all the kids like grew out 70s hair for some reason. Yeah, it was the same thing. Cucumber, Australian $10. G'day, Gary. Have you read Silver Surfer Volume 3, issues 48 through 50? Have I? Was written by Jim Starlin. And if you remember, what did you think? On the Goldsmith composer, Joel's work on Stargate is awesome too. Well, Volume 3, let's bring these up here. Surfer Volume. I've read almost everything early Starlin. 40, 50. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know if this is I'm trying to pull up the cover. Damn it. It's not working out very well. It's not working out very well. It's like it's the chromium. There it is, right there. Yes, these are badass stories. These, like, anything Starlin is good. They crapped on him. They continually crap on him. But look at that. Freaking silver. I mean, this is prior to, this was God, what is it, $1.50? So these are, God, when was this made? It was Ron Lim. Ron Lim, man. God, I could have met him at con. I could have met him at con. I was with Mike S. Miller. We were walking right by him, and we were busy. I was with Jeremy. We were too busy to meet Ron Lim. That is such good stuff right there. Look at how beautiful that is. Beautiful. Good stuff. And as far as Goldsmith composers, Joel's works on Stargate is awesome too. Yeah. My favorite TV soundtracks are Murray Gold's Doctor Who. They're untouchable. They're so good. The only person maybe as good as Ramin Djawadi from Game of Thrones. But actually, I think Murray Gold is better. Murray Gold's Doctor Who soundtracks are second to none. Untouchable, best TV soundtracks ever. Modalicious for $2. Smurfs plus Pocahontas plus Matrix equals Avatar. That's right. Not so scruffy nerf herder for Australian $5. Better get some work done. Thanks for your time and insight as always, Gary. It is great to be catching more of your live streams now. Hooray for all. Yes. Well, they're going to be very sporadic over the next week, but they'll be daily, every day, maybe twice a day sometimes. Modalicious, again, for $2. Game of Thrones ending, Dark Ages. They all died of dysentery. They all died of dysentery. I was about to say destiny. Oh, no, dysentery. He walked around with a watch shoved up his ass. He died of dysentery. Freaking Pulp Fiction. John Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg for $5. Thanks for recommending The Expanse. Can't wait for the next seasons. Yes, seasons. Seasons. We get two more, which means we're getting Nemesis games, which, fuck, yes. Sir Ruin of House Roundhead for $5. If you are looking for a new woke fantasy TV show, then watch and check out Carnival Roll. Cara Delevingne plays a pansexual fairy. I'll be skipping that one. You know, that's the kind of show. If it was written like 7 or 8 years ago, I would have liked. It would have had a little bit of fantasy. If it was on like a cable network, instead, I'll watch HBO's Carnival again. That is a good effing show. That was cut off too soon. Love Carnival. Oh, that was so good. Leave for months like JonTron, Modalicious, $2. Yes. Well, John, I don't know why JonTron left. He got a little bit of trouble during the election because he actually spoke the truth about something. And then I think I think he just got burned out. Yeah, I don't know. I will not be leaving for months. If I need to leave for months, I'll leave. Now. I will. You know what I'll do is I will take vacations. That I will promise you. I'm not doing it within the first year, but probably like next year. I'm just gonna let you know. We're gonna be quiet for a week. I'm taking a week off. Bye bye. And that's it. You know, and it's 7 days. That's all it is. It's 7 days. You know, because I want to be able to go on a vacation. Like this is a work thing. But if I go to London, I'm going to want to enjoy London. I'm not going to want to be cutting videos and worrying about the news and stuff. So you'll just have to live without me for a week. Maybe I'll let somebody, I should let somebody guest on the channel. I wonder who I could. Yeah, I'll probably do that. You know, radio shows do that all the time. I'll bring in a guest. I'll make sure you like them. New Tool album comes out this Friday. Are you a fan? Whoa, really? I didn't know they even liked each other anymore. Yes, I've seen Tool oh God. Honestly, not a million times. I've seen him like 7 times. Yeah. I am a Tool fan. Maynard. I even liked A Perfect Circle. I did. Last time I saw them was in a little club in San Diego in late 90s. 46 and 2 is ahead of me. Deckard had no end date in his programming, says Rowan Mangian for Australian $2.99. Yeah, that's what I thought it was too. Correction, August 30th, not this Friday, says Echo Base. $1.09. Ah, well, that's too bad. I won't be there August 30th. That's for sure. But again, Jeff from World Class Bullshitters will be there Friday. That's what he said. Unless something happens, of course. But Jeff's a man of his word. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. Echo Base Network. But is it just going to be old guys sounding like Tool? I used to be such a music guy. Now all I listen to is soundtracks and audio, Big Finish audio and BBC audio. Not so scruffy Nerf herder for Australian $5. Gary, I think my wife and your wife should have a clang off in the kitchen. LOL. We are not from the US, but I call my wife the Alabama Slammer. Yeah. Yeah, dude. That's a funny name. I can hear it in the Australian accent. Yeah, an Alabama Slammer. Stop slamming all the dishes around, Bruce. Yeah, she smacks those dishes around. She does not believe in sleeping in. And basically her philosophy is if I'm awake, you should be awake too. I don't care if you only had 2 hours sleep last night. That's your bad decision, not mine. Did you hear rumors Star Wars 9 using time travel? Garbage for £2. Yes, those rumors were started by Red Letter Media, but I agree with them because JJ is a hack. So Star Trek Discovery wrote itself into a corner. Time travel. The Russo brothers wrote themselves into a corner. Time travel. It's used all the time and it's terrible. And it's going to hurt. I liked Endgame, but it really hurts a lot of things for the future of the MCU. I think they screwed up. Scarlett Johansson for $1.99. Did you see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? No, I'm probably going to see it in Vegas. I'm probably going to take a couple hours and see it. I've heard nothing but good things. And I mostly like Quentin Tarantino. I like half his movies. Let's see. Reservoir Dogs is my favorite. Pulp Fiction is my second favorite. Kill Bill Volume 1 is my third favorite. Jackie Brown is my fourth favorite. Inglorious Bastards. I did not see The Hateful Eight. Django. I saw Django. I saw Django. Did not like or did not watch The Hateful Eight. So yeah, and I'm missing one there. What am I missing? Kill Bill Volume 2. Didn't like Kill Bill Volume 2. I liked moments in it, but I didn't like the film. Love the first one though. Love the first one. But Reservoir Dogs for show. I will watch it and let you guys. I'll probably review it on one of the live streams. Thank you, Scarlett, for $1.99. Rob's for Australian $7.99. Hey Gary, do you ever stream with Dennis, Susan, or John anymore? Are you still in touch with any of your former co-hosts? Cheers. Rob's. Well, it's good to see you. No. I pop in, I check in, I see Susan. Susan and I haven't talked in a while, but Susan and I are still friendly. John moved to Sherman Oaks or something, and he's busy. He's doing he took off to he quit the channel to do his D&D live streaming on Twitch like over a year and a half ago. And John and I have a weird relationship. We'll like not talk to each other for a year and then we'll pick up. So no problems with it. And Dennis and I don't speak. And that's just the way it goes sometimes, man. It's the way it goes. Hiroshi Score for Mexican $50. Oh man, in my binge nerdrotic mode, I just reached the Galaxy's Edge video. It made me cry. What a wasted opportunity. Cheers. Did you see the bees? They didn't really come across in the video. There was a fuckload of bees. Like, so what you see in the video, like towards the end of my walking through video, I'm walking out of basically the courtyard that's all the shops, right? And all they're selling is effing porgs and stuff. So I turn the corner, and if you look, you'll see somebody cleaning the ground there. You'll see like they have a little dustpan and they're sweeping, and they must have kicked over something because I walked past that person. There was no bees when I walked past, and when I turned around, I'm like blah 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 blah, and I turn around, and all of a sudden it's just bees everywhere, like the swarm. And that person who was sweeping took the fuck off. But it doesn't. I don't think it shows that well. The bee. It was. Yeah. It's a good thing I'm not deathly afraid of bees, because when I'm talking to you, I'm walking through bees. Yeah. It's too bad it didn't come across. I could be. Yeah, but it was a fuckload of bees. Yeah. Galaxy's Edge is a waste of space. The Millennium Falcon looks good from the outside. The ride is terrible. It had graphic problems. Jeremy, by the way, is the worst fucking pilot. It's terrible. And I yelled at an employee, and I haven't yelled at somebody in a good long time. I mean, like, okay, we're not counting road rage. We're going to aside I yelled at somebody on, today on the road, but like person to person, it has been a long time since I raised my voice at somebody. Fracking years, maybe. But I'm with the fandom menace. We're walking through, and I'm like into the conversation. I'm sitting there talking to Jackson, talking to Jeremy, talking to all these people. And this guy's giving the spiel on the difficulty of the stupid Millennium Falcon ride. So I'm not paying attention to him. I honestly, when I'm in a conversation, I don't hear somebody talking in my ear. I can tune it out. I'm a husband. It's a gift. So I tune this dude out because I'm like more interested in people who've been watching the channel, giving super chats and being really nice and buying me shit at Disneyland and stuff. And we go into the ride, and you get this ticket, like this plastic ticket. He freaking smacks me on the shoulder. I don't think I told this story. He smacks me on the shoulder, like boom. He's all, what did he say? He's all, well, I hope you do okay in the ride, because you sure weren't paying attention to me. And it wasn't like haha funny. It was like anger, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened? So they corral us in. I'm all, wait a minute. No. So I went back and I got in the kid's face, and I just went, listen, Sonny, don't touch me. And treat your customers with respect. And you're lucky it's just me talking to me, because there would be probably a guy who would smack, like me 10 years ago, would have punched him, would have knocked his ass out right there and then. But 20 years ago. But older me would just give him a stern talking to. But it was there might have been an F-bomb dropped in there too. And I was like, what the fuck? Touching me? What the hell? And I came back and all the guys are like, what's up? Everything's fine. I just yelled at that guy. Yeah. So other than that, we got on the ride, and this big complicated ride that he wanted to tell me about was like a red button on the side. So if you're a gunner, so there's the pilot up front, and then there's the gunners, and then there's in the back, you're the technician. I have no idea what you do, but your gunner position is pushing a red button, and then the laser beams go pew pew. That's it. So you're supposed to shoot shit when they tell you to shoot shit. I think I could have figured that out when I sat down. We did okay. If it wasn't for Jeremy's piloting, we'd have been fine. But yeah. That little shit. Hey, I took my stubborn grandma to see Ted. I was 16, LOL. She loves Star Trek, the original series, The Next Generation, and the movies, but hates Seth's animated shows and despises Ted. How could you convince her to watch the Orville? I don't like. I'm not a fan of Seth's animated shows. I've always said that. If your Star Trek fandom will win over. Trust me. What she will love the Orville. You tell her, do you love Star Trek? Forget Seth. Do you love Star Trek? And then what it is it's not a toned down Seth. It's a different Seth. It's like sci-fi Seth, which I think is kind of an untapped thing. I don't think we've seen a lot of that. And I think he's really probably as good at that as he is at comedy. Now, again, I like Ted. I love Ted. I thought that was a good movie. Dude, his voice work in Hellboy 2 was fucking genius. That's might be my favorite thing by him. But no, just tell her if she loves Star Trek. Yeah, for $10. What's up, Proper? I saw Proper there at Disneyland. Cracklin, $4.99. Jedi Order, robes, Padawans, powers. The point of my last super chat was that George Lucas probably took ideas from the Franciscans and Saint Anthony. Okay, that's good context. Thank you, Cracklin. Sometimes you guys give the context. I'm not going to catch. I know nothing about Saint Francis or Saint Anthony, even though I live in San Francisco. I know zip. I am from San Diego, which is Saint Doug. So, probably, yeah, he's up here. He borrowed from a lot of things, mostly from the Hidden Fortress and other things. Yes. Felipe Abrigo for 2,500 something. Last week, I lost a very loved member of the family. Oh, I'm sorry. Wanted to know, listening you and DVD makes me. I wanted to let you know that you and Dictor Van Ducock makes me, listening to you and DVD makes me feel better. Thanks for that a lot, man. Hey, Felipe, you are welcome. Anything to, you don't want to suppress your feelings, but occasionally you need relief from the sadness or the bullshit of life. That's why escapism is such an important thing in our lives. And when you are incapable of doing that, it sucks. So I'm glad I could help bring any relief. You're welcome anytime. And, I've gone through, I go through hard times too. And one time when I was like listening to a radio show, and those guys who did the radio show will never know, like they brought me relief every morning. I didn't have to think about the bullshit of life every morning. I just listened to that dumb radio show and chuckled a little bit. So yeah, there's meaningfulness to this. Hiroshi Score. Thank you again. I'm sorry about the family member. Condolences. Hiroshi Score for 50 Mexican dollars. Oh man. I read that. Sorry. Proper Jeremy. It's good to see you, bud. See you in a couple days. Tubi Bopper for Canadian $5. Why should Ridley's word be law about Deckard being a replicant? Right. I agree. He didn't write the screenplay or book it's based on. He just directed the thing. Agreed. What does David People say? I wonder what David People says. I agree. Yeah, Ridley's not the god of everything. He's not the god of my head canon. Fuck Ridley. His brother was a better director. I like more of his brother's movies, to be honest with you. I like some Ridley movies, but Tony Scott, man, true romance. True fucking romance. Frank Palmieri for $4.99 for soundtrack music. Michael Giancano, spelling pretty good though. John Carter, yes. Lost. New Trek, unfortunate bad Rebo connection, but I like him. John Carter is good. I love the soundtrack for The Incredibles. I think that is quite good. I was going to look something up. Now I'm blanking on it. Oh, yeah, I forgot Tony Scott, one of his last movies I loved, and I'm forgetting the title of it. Tony Scott, IMDb. Beverly Hills Cop 2. True Romance. Didn't he do Days of Thunder? Which Domino. Yes, I liked Domino. I actually liked Domino. I did. What was his last movie? Killing Lincoln, Labyrinth miniseries, World Without End. He produced the A-Team. Numbers. Oh God. Yeah, I like Domino. I did, but that's not the movie I was thinking of. He didn't direct that one. All right. And there's Echo Base Network. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe to Echo Base Network. They're oh so close. Oh man, hang on. Echo Base Network, YouTube. There they are. Let's see if we helped at all. Oh, whoa, look at that. Oh, look at you guys are brilliant. I don't know if we helped. Was that from last night? I can't even remember what the super chat was. Probably from last night, but there you go. They're at 1,000, folks. They got there. Yes. Very happy about that. John Tron's case and opinion, he must be a Nazi. Yes, obviously. If you have an opinion, center left, center right, you are an alt-right Nazi and part of a cult. Part of a cult. Speaking of which, oh yeah, that's in my video. Be sure to watch my video that comes out. I worked very hard on it. If you want, I don't want to tell you what to do. I'm not into telling anybody what to do. Yeah, John Tron. I like John Tron's videos. I think he's very good. I like PewDiePie too. Technocratic concentration camp for Australian $7.99. Are you and Doomcock taking bets on who is going to drop out and when they're going to drop out of the Star Trek convention this week? Oh, we haven't taken any yet. Honestly, I don't know if anybody's going to drop out because there's a lot of money to be made here. This isn't like Comic-Con. Comic-Con is all about exposure. It's a nonprofit. They don't get paid. This one is straight up for profit. William Shatner is charging $200 to take a picture with him on the bridge. So I got one for Mrs. Nerdrotic. I'm taking a picture of him, but not on the bridge. And then we're getting an autograph. And I'll probably get a queue. I've got a queue. I've got this. I scored this. I need to fix it. I got this at con. I need to fix the picture, but I got a big queue and a signed picture. And because it was busted, I got a discount, so I can fix it myself. But that's it. That's it. I'm not into pictures and autographs from celebrities. It's not a thing of mine. But Captain Spire. Oh, I got when we hopefully I have time. I'm gonna read some letters. Captain Spire got me a signed picture. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I got to save it for Toxic Mailbag though. Picture surfaced of Tarantino sucking on a little girl's toes. I lose nothing in the boycott. What? Yeah, if that's true, then no. I know he's got a foot fetish. Him and Joss Whedon have major foot fetishes. It shows in their films. I'll have to look at that. I don't want to look at the picture. I'll have to confirm that it's true. I don't want to see the picture. I have no desire. I'll take your word for it, Modalicious. God damn it. Like, ugh. How's he still working? How's that movie even on? How's that movie in the theaters right now? How come they haven't? Yeah, that's ugh. Loquacious Primate for $5. I want to go to Las Vegas for the con. Can you do my job for a few days? Sure. I give you an egg McMuffin from JJ. Looks like there's not something great inside. Well, I don't know. Like, it depends on how hard your job is, though. Loquacious. I don't know if I can do it. For an egg McMuffin? Sure. Thank you for the $5. Tyrone Beard for Australian $2. So many Aussies are fans. You should come over, mate. Yeah. Here's the problem. I hate flying. Flying for 22 hours. Oh. But I want to go down there so bad. So bad. Maybe someday. Time Traveler registered trademark for Australian $2. Oh, you accidentally did this one twice. I wish I could refund you. I'm sorry. I made my first dollar on Amazon Prime. Nice. That is good. Congratulations. Don't save it. Make sure to save it. Let's go. We got Joan of Arc 33 at 1999 super chat. If there is going to be a season 2 of Swamp Thing, I really look forward to the episodes. Thanks for all the good work. Is there going to be? No, unfortunately not. And thank you very much. Thank you for the 1999, but no, there's going to be a season 2 of Doom Patrol though. We are getting a season 2 of Doom Patrol, but we are not getting one of Swamp Thing, which is too bad because Swamp Thing is better, but I haven't seen the last couple episodes. I've been in vacation mode with the whole, I just got back from Comic-Con. Thank God. I thought Comic-Con and Star Trek were like a week after. I'm glad there was a week in between or I probably would have died. Archangel 0891 for £2. Thoughts on R-rated Tarantino, maybe bring back Shatner. I want to see it out of pure curiosity. I mean, Star Trek, there's nothing he can do that's any worse than Alex Kurtzman. He might be able to unfuck some stuff. So I am all about watching a rated R Captain Kirk Star Trek. With it's Shatner. I don't know how they mix in Shatner D8. I don't know. But he wanted to do it with Chris Pine. There's a great interview with him on that. Midnight's Edge played a part of it. But he wants to make a Pulp Fiction Star Trek. The thing is, though, he can't kill any of the main cast. So in some ridiculous, unsurprising way, like like Bones is yelling at Kirk in the shuttle, and he like pounds down the phaser and accidentally fucking blows Spock's head off. That's something like that. That's Pulp Fiction Star Trek. North American Ham Rammer for $2. Anyone see Dust on YouTube? Great sci-fi shorts for us. No, I haven't seen it. I'll check it out. What's up? What's up, Sheboygan? What's up, Wisconsin man? Adam Child for $19.99. Gary, you're the best. You hear that, Ms. Nerdrotic? I'm the best. She does. So glad I found your channel. all these new SJW movies would work if they were in the multiverse. I just assume all my favorite movies exist on Earth 666. Motel 6 in Vegas, bring back the orange wall. You guys like the orange wall? No, I will be on well, let's see. Maybe I got a picture of my I got a picture of my hotel room. It's the 2-room suite at Excalibur. I mean, like, you know, again, I'm gonna have my oldest and my youngest son and my wife. So there's gonna be 5 people in there. So it's 2-room suite. Double room suite. It was pretty nice, but I don't remember what it looked like now. No, that's not it. Hang on a second. Excalibur. That's it right there. That's part of it. Or is that it? That's not it. Yeah, that's it. I mean, you know, it's nothing too fancy here, but considering the price, this is one angle of it. There. So I got a bedroom here, and then there's another one over there, and then there's this big front room. That's all I need. And that's where I will be broadcasting from, and maybe we can have guests once in a while. But yeah, living in luxury for a change. But yeah, thanks. Bring back the orange wall. Certainly. Proper Jeremy for $10. Episode 9 may as well end with Palpatine. I am in. Do it. I am inevitable. Clink, Luke Skywalker, alive, and I'm Luke Skywalker. Breathes heavily, and I'm here to rescue you. Snap. That's pretty much. Listen, Jeremy, it's supposedly it's going to have an ending that's going to melt our minds. Why? Because Kevin Smith, right on cue, was given a set visit and said it was going to be amazing. Well, he said that about the last 2 films. I think he said that about Justice League too, and Batman and Superman, and whatever else he was paid. I don't think they have to pay him. I think Kevin Smith has a lot of friends in Hollywood that he doesn't want to piss off, and he's compromised. He used to be one of us. He's probably a perfectly nice stoner guy. You know, probably is. I used to like him a lot. And listen, Jay and Silent Bob coming back. That's awesome. I love that. I do. But he's a bit of a shill. Let's be real. Larry, $4.99. Staying at Excalibur or maybe seeing Patrick Stewart. How ironic. LOL. That's right. Some of the best overacting of all time. Patrick Stewart. Sir Patrick Stewart trying to pull Excalibur out. He's all, yeah! Love your live streams and videos. Is DC streaming staying alive? Alita Army. Yes, Doomcox. He will be probably live soon, someday. He streams when he can. He's a very busy guy. Robots don't build themselves. Adam Chow for $1.99. Gary, I love keeping your lights on with my money. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I do. This is still weird. It's everything about this is weird, but it's cool. I like it. Thanks, guys. I'm a computer programmer. I think you'd be fine. Loquacious Primate for $2. Oh, okay. Well, tell me when I can start. Yeah, sure. No problem. I am not that expensive. Canadian Highlander with that Raider symbol again. Canadian $2. Thanks for Raiders shout out. Did you get Owen at the con? Aowen? Did I get Aowen at the con? I did not. I had to get Aowen on eBay. Canadian Highlander. I had to get Aowen on eBay. She's not cheap. It was like $300. I have a sickness. I admit that I am powerless over Osmus Lord of the Rings action figures. Whew, these things are so beautiful. I can't say no to them. I'm buying them like at little bits at a time. I just got the Witch King of Agmar. Yeah, and I got the Mouth of Sauron with the steed. But oh my god, can I show you guys these things? These are fucking badass. Yeah, these are my favorite things in the world. These are actually the only toys I buy now. I don't buy anything outside of this. Where is let's get a good example of one. Let's get you a good example of one. There's Gimli. That's a good Gimli right there. Check this shit out, man. Look at how good these things are. I mean, Sideshow did some in the early aughts that were good. I have them. But these are second to none. Great action figures. I'm probably going to venture into the Hobbit later on, which I probably don't want to do. But there's Eowyn right there. Eowyn. There's Eowyn. And yeah, there's Aragon. And the Boromir isn't very good, though. Are they going to do a Theoden? See, they need to do a Theoden. That's Boromir. You know, that looks better. But the first Boromir they didn't look. Yeah, look. No, that's not it. They did a Boromir that doesn't look good. That doesn't look like Boromir to me. That's good. Look at that beard. That is dope. I don't want to bore you with freaking Osmus action figure hour for Lord of the Rings, but that is my crack right now. I love that shit so much. I've got space. They're going to be back here a little bit once I do the big move after I get back. So office is going to look a little different, but it'll still look cool. Trust me. You know how long it took me to do this? It took me 6 months to make this. And this was before I ever thought anybody would it was meant to be the podcasting studio. I probably just did it as an excuse to convince Mrs. Nerdrotic I wasn't totally insane. I'm like, oh, it's going to be a podcast studio. That's it. That's right. And it ended up being one. So I lucked out. Can't say that was the real intentions, though. I just needed somewhere to put my action figures. I thought wallpaper was a good idea. But one at a time, whew, man, your thumb hurts after a while. Trust me. Proper Jeremy, $5. Kevin Smith seems like a movie fan, but at least he's okay with criticism. Yeah, he is. But he did pull that toxic fan shit, though, at one time, about a year ago. Go look it up. Listen, if anybody understands fandom, it should be him. That's a disingenuous statement. And that is a sellout shill statement that I don't necessarily believe Kevin Smith even believes. But he said it, and it disappointed the shit out of me. But, him reaching out to Stan Lee and giving him a place, or offering to give him a place when he had nobody, I thought that was a nice move. I don't want him to, when he had that heart attack, I don't want anything bad to happen to him. I think he's mostly been good for fandom, but of late, not so much, especially with the Star Wars stuff. He's not being honest with us. And that's not Kevin Smith. That's not why he got popular. He got popular for telling us the truth and us believing him. But I see him, he's not as bad as Howard Stern as a sellout. Howard Stern is dead to me. I will never listen to another thing that guy says. I'll never listen to any of his old stuff. And I used to love that guy. Gary, you are the infiltrator. I am this week. Thank you, Daniel, for $2. I am. Aeronaut. It's good to see you, Daniel. Aeronaut for $5. I just got a Space 1999 Eagle. I grew up on that show and love it. Dude, that show is cool. Used to scare the crap out of me as a kid, but it's cool. There's a guy at Comic-Con who brings like one about this big every year. Has been for years and years. I think it lights. He has it on a board and it lights up and everything. There's a guy who lost a huge sale at con. Huge sale. So he had a master replica Enterprise. And I had a couple bucks. I had a bunch of money saved. I ended up not spending very much money. And I'm like, phew. So I sat there and I'm looking and, I'm like, excuse me. And I guess he had headphones in, didn't even acknowledge me. I'm all, excuse me. All right. Okay. Sorry. If it was a decent price, I probably would have bought it. Can't have headphones in when you're selling retail at Comic-Con. Hope it was good. Maybe it was a good story. Fan Addicts of Film for $5. I have been doing Swamp Thing deep dive reviews. My opinion, definitely gone downhill. Oh no, I've been watching your reviews. Fan Addicts of Films. I catch it once in a while. No, definitely gone downhill. Either that or buying itself its own plateau, maybe. But I mean, what do we got? One episode left. I think the creative differences came up about halfway through the show, and somebody wanted to make it a horror and somebody show, and somebody no, we need to. That sucks. That's probably why they pulled the plug on it. It's like, this is too expensive to have you guys dicking around. So bye. We're done. Can't wait to find out Sauron's gender and orientation, says Sam Mickle, $5, right? That's what we're going to find out in Lord of the Rings. And and that she or they is good at science and a victim of male toxicity in the Lord of the Rings series. Yes. And abuse. But we'll have an amazing mother. And even though this horrible father abused him the whole time and the amazing mother was there, she was still amazing. Asking about DC Comics streaming service. Survive? Larry, $1.99. Nope, it will not survive. It will get folded into, it might be an extension of the WB one, that'd be fine. That'd be great. But I don't think it survives on its own. No, because it's a redundancy. It's like something they don't need. If there's one company out there that can give Disney a run for its money that's not Amazon and Netflix, it's WB. It's Warner Brothers. They just need to get their shit together, but J.J. Abrams is not it, so never mind. To be bopper for Canadian $5. Kevin Smith could have done so much to help the comic book industry with his own show, but chose to do Pawn Stars and action figures instead. Such a waste. Yeah, his show was lame. Okay. Yes, Nino Fabiano for $5. Let's get to some toxic mailbag for a little bit here. I always run out of time, and I mean, listen, I have got stuff I need to show you. That's going to have to wait till I come back. Somebody gave me a thumb drive. I wonder what's on this. But I have to read some letters. Probably, that's one of the older ones. Let's just see what I can get through in the next. Oh, by the way, Captain Spire, if you're still here, let's read Captain Spire's right now. Okay. This is Captain Spire. So you'll see his symbol. Here, this is his avatar. He sent me this, which is cool. It was going to be from your show, right? You were going to do a show, like a Star Trek fan film, but now you don't want to because CBS sucks. Hello, Gary. You will see here a script from Star Trek 3. Isn't it by Harv Bennett? Is that by Harv Bennett? Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong on that one. However, this is not the Search for Spock script. At the production of the movie, dozens of original scripts were pilfered by people in Hollywood in order to have some original movie memorabilia. Lo and behold, their actions led to Gene and the team to make up a new script, one that involved the Klingons and not the Romulans. The famous bird of prey was never supposed to be a Klingon ship, but Romulan, yes. In addition, with Klingons being a more cinematically engaging foe than the slow-paced, stealthy Romulans. I never agreed with that. I thought the Romulans are a better modern villain, I think. The famous bird of prey was never supposed to be a Klingon ship, but Romulan. In addition, with the Klingons being a more cinematically engaging foe for the slow-paced Romulans, the script was tossed, and the one we all know came to be. You now own the original Star Trek III Return to Genesis script, and of course, a lot of coffee. Man, see this. I really should be wearing my reading glasses. Sorry. Try to cow tipper. I really like it. Thank you, Gary, for all you've done. Thank your wife for being by your side, and thank your son for having such a crazy, wonderful dad. Wow. I am encouraged to see you getting past so many demons in your life, and you continue to be with us on this journey. God bless, Gary. Jason, aka Captain Spire. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. This is cool as hell. Is it? Yeah, it's by Harv Bennett. Yeah. Return to Genesis. Thank you. I actually have a bit of a script collection, and oops, that was not in it. Uh-oh, Howard the Duck went down. Hang on. Can't have Howard the Duck going down. There we go. Right there. All right, cool. Thank you so much. Awesome. Captain Spire's brilliant. And this one is like, yeah, like I said, I seriously need to get caught up on letters. Oh boy. Okay. I'm going to try to read this one as best I can. It is from, we'll say Lamar. Gary Nerdrotic, I'm not your typical fan. I watch you on cable, not online. Not a like or dislike, or not a like or dislike, or a sub or a link. I don't have the option. I first made this t-shirt 5 years ago. And he's the one who sent me this Disney, this evil. I don't have it. That's why I wanted to save this. I'll save this for when I have. He sent me an evil Disney shirt, which I was going to wear at con, and I couldn't find it because I moved my office. So I'm going to have to save that till I show off the Disney shirt, because it's cool as hell. And it fit, thankfully. So thank you, Lamar. We have got to do this one. All right, Gary, I just wanted to send this along to you. Feel free to do this what you wish. Keep it in the trash, whatever. I am in the process of purging all my Trek stuff. This represents okay, no, did I get it mixed up? Captain Spire, hang on. I got Captain Spire stuff mixed up. I already read this one. Sorry, goddamn, I'm so screwed up. I already showed off that stuff. Ooh, this one I haven't read. So what happened was I moved my office around. What the heck is this? Oh, that's the silver play button. I already read that one too. I must have grabbed the old pile. I grabbed the old pile and not the new pile. I'm moving my office around and I lost freaking everything. Okay. We are going to get to a couple of new things here. Hang on. That I got. This was cool as hell. I mixed up the Caps Inspired thing, but this is what I just picked up today. This needs to go on Instagram. So when you guys send me stuff in the P.O. box, Mrs. Nerdrotic takes a shot of it and it goes on my Instagram. Okay, Gary. How the heck are you? It was fantastic Independence Day here in Omaha. This is how old. Wow. Independence Day. How long has it been since I went to my freaking P.O. box? A month? Couldn't have been a month. Day in here in Omaha. I hope you had fun and a safe one as well. Okay, got the photo signed from the two, and even was able to talk with Peter a lot about the Bortus action figure with removable mustache and a pack of cigarettes for a prop. I hope you like that idea. I really want that. He loved that so much that he wrote it down, and he said he's telling Seth about it. I even said the action figure would have a Jaloja action. Peter then raised his hand like you would for those mechanical dolls and started yelling Jaloja. That's right. I threw in a drive with some pictures on. Oh, so that's the thumb drive. Awesome. Are you sure that's all? No, there's no secret information. I'm not going to see any pictures of like things I don't want to see. Sorry, but not a bit of Orville anything at Comic-Con. However, I stressed to Peter, us fans want the Orville swag and are ready and seeking independent creators to get it. Again, it was great to see Sam Jones. I never knew he ran a security agency and is still a pretty strong guy. Well, here you are, sir. Thank you for all the work. Thank you for being a family guy. I'm encouraged. Again, Captain Spire. He's getting a lot of love today. Holy crap, dude. That's awesome. That is so brilliant. That is being framed and put on the wall of wonder. Right next to this. You have no idea how much I love this movie. Yes. That is rad. Thank you so much, Captain Spire. Oh my God. It's Captain Spire Day. God, I have a stack. I am so sorry. I have a stack. I picked up the wrong stack of letters. I have a stack of letters I need to read. So I'll read them tomorrow. I'll be back on again live tomorrow and I will read them. Thank you, Captain Spire. I think there's one more I can read. SC to tell you I need a pop ninja smoke later. Okay. Modalicious for $2. Blake 7 beats Star Trek Discovery. Sam Whiskey, it does. Somebody gave me the entire series to watch. It's right. Here's Lex. Somebody gave me Lex. Oh, dude. And by the way, people, you need to like tell me, like, I'll get stuff and there's no name. Hello. Thank you. Somebody heard that I love Spartacus and got me the whole thing, which is beautiful. Just beautiful. But I got Blake 7. Maybe it's over there. I think it's over there. It's brilliant. Blake 7. The Carnival Row with the pansexual fairy will be great show to cover on the Inquisition. It should be better show than Batwoman. You think so? Sir Ruin of Round. I'll check it out. Why not? Why not? Thank you for the $5. Jerome Erasmus for $1.99. Hi, Gary from Maddie. What's up, Maddie? What's up, Maddie? Nina, there will be more toxic mailbag tomorrow. There will be more. And I can't travel with any of that stuff, but I'll try to get through some of the letters. Let's see how let's get to the chat here. We got 9 minutes till my video drops. 9 minutes. Okay. Oh, I got to show you guys this, man. Oh, I am so excited about this. Yeah, listen, it's not all bad in it. Well, it is all bad in entertainment. It kind of all sucks. That's why, but I know they make knockoffs of these, but these are like official. I like my shit official. Sometimes I only get knockoffs when I can't. But God, this website sucks. Oh, there's a new Ghost Rider. Oh, there's a new Ghost Rider. What the hell? Oh, shit. Finally with the motorcycle. Oh, man. Yeah. Okay. I didn't even know this was this. I guess this is old news, but that's not what I was even looking for. I want to shop by shop figures. Hang on. The Eighth Doctor looks terrible. Where is it? Where? There we go. Yes. We get a 2-pack of Ming. That looks badass. Look at that. Oh. Golden's alive. It's beautiful to me. It's like art. It's like art. All right. I got a video dropping soon, but I'm going to get to a little bit of chat here. Great, greatest crap dialogue ever. Flash, I love you, but we only have 14 hours to save the Earth. I know 14 hours is like all kinds of time, by the way. Gary, stop showing me these things. I know, dude. Like, yeah, it's bad. It's bad for the money. Oh, Joy, a new Nerdrotic video is about to drop. Yes, it is in 6 minutes. I actually need to get off before it drops, or I got to push the time back. I don't want to be live while it drops. I'll push the time back for a few more minutes. Hang on. Let's do that real quick. David Tennant responded to, I did a video on the other channel. John Barrowman pitched a Torchwood 10th Doctor Rose movie to Russell T Davies. David Tennant played dumb, but word has gotten around on this, and honestly, it's like dominated the Doctor. I love how it's dominated the Doctor Who news, and nobody's talking about the show. They're just like, what? Oh my God. And nobody cares about Jodie. I'm so sorry. Not really. Not really. Let's see. Oh, what do you mean not suitable? Oh, how is it demonetized if it's not out yet? Oh, you sons of bitches. These sons of bitches, man. I never get demonetized. Like, what? Is it because the word misogyny is in the title? That's what the title of the fucking article was. All right. I bet you if I take this out, wait, hang on. Let's see. Make sure it's done in there. Save. We're going to change that to 45 minutes. Done. Fuck you. What are you talking about, man? Oh. Tell you what. I'm going to re-upload it, and I bet you it gets monetized. That's going to take more time, though. All right. It's pushed off, so I can hang out in the chat. That son of a bitch. Message retracted for $2. $2. Why'd you do that? Okay, I understand. Mark C for $5. Sorry, Gary, my Flash Gordon looks better. Looks like Buster Crab. That's much better. It is better. I'm not gonna lie. That is the real Flash Gordon. Buster Crab, dude. That goes way back. Weird that there would be nerds on a stream called Nerdrotic. I know, it's so strange. So strange. Yeah, I put misogynist in the title and it gets demonetized like that. I bet you if I take it out, here, I'll change the title. I'll change the, doing this live on the air. I'm gonna change the title. We'll see how they like that. I put fuck you, YouTube. Think they'll like that? No, I didn't really put that. Shit, I'm gonna have to re-upload it now. The trick, by the way, to get around some of this stuff is you figure out what word they don't like and you re-upload it. You delete it. That way you don't have to fight the system. You re-upload it, and it usually is monetized right away again. I'm sure a lot of you guys knew that, but I need to save all my description now. Shit. So like this now it's not going to be out for a half hour. But that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. Sorry, I am just copying and saving my description because I won't remember what I wrote. All right, now I'm deleting the video. It is deleted. And I'll re-upload it while we're live. Come on. There we go. So now I'm going to upload it. There it is. All right, now it's uploading. Used to attack fans. Okay, there we go. Back to the live stream. Hello. Sorry about that. Ingrate Kate Mulgrew. I know. How can you compliment Gene Roddenberry and then turn around and call him a misogynist? Oh, but he was a visionary misogynist, a visancist. I can't even. Title the stream, Herman Schmeckelbeck, the new boss of Star Trek. Yeah. Yes. Well, I can always, Alex Kurtzman fired again. Janeway is dead to me. Let's see. I'm betting Kate Mulgrew is at the Star Trek convention this weekend, asking for $60 from Star Trek fans, all those misogynist Star Trek fans. I almost want to get an autograph and have her write to the misogynist Star Trek fans. Should I do that? Should I make her write that? I paid my $60. It's like, come on, dance puppet, do what I say. We got your back, Gary. I saw one of those Buster Crab episodes where he fired his revolver through a port on a spaceship and killed a pilot with the enemy ship. Laughed my butt off. The 80s cartoon was great too. I love that 80s cartoon, Captain Spire. I did. I remember that. F you, YouTube. Maybe this will offset some of the demonetization injustice. Oh, thanks, guy. I'm good. Thank you. The trick is you just take out the word they don't like and you upload it. The word is not that important. I got the gist of my title in. It's the first 5 words of your title that are the most important. Anything after that, you can lose. It's okay. Thanks. I appreciate it. Unhinged Crank saw an article about Picardo in talks for Picard season 2. Mulgrew next, probably. Here's what happened. I'm in 360p. Yeah, it's because I'm uploading the video right now. Here, I'll just turn on my camera for a second. So here's what I think happened. Test screenings happen. It's Kurtzman, Picard. Everybody looked at it, went, this is actually worse than Discovery. You freaking idiot. Fix this. And you're not in charge anymore. You, writer boy, Pulitzer boy, you with the beard, the hippie, the one with the Birkenstocks, take a fucking shower and then write a new script. So Siobhan takes a shower and puts back on gets some new Birkenstocks because they make him get rid of his 20-year-old Birkenstocks because they smell like dog shit. And he writes a new script and he goes, hey, what if we bring back, I don't know, people from the show? Like what show? 7 to 9 was on his crew, right? And then everybody at CBS goes, yeah, 7 to 9 and Picard were best friends. I saw a YouTube video that told me that once. And he wrote her in, sorry, him, whatever. Him, Zim. Can we say Zim? Zim. And then somebody went, they've never met on screen before. Oh shit, we already wrote the script and show it to the licensees. No big deal. Oh, I actually ripped this off from Brian Fuller. I didn't really come up with this idea. I just went into the script room. There's a script room in my imagination, and I took Brian B. Fuller. Have you heard of B? Who's B. Fuller? Who's Brian Fuller? And Pulitzer Boy goes, yeah, he worked on Star. And Alex Kurtzman goes, yeah, I kind of know him. I got him fired because his ideas were better than mine. But let's rock with this anyway. So they did, and yeah, they're going to bring in more crew people later. And maybe if it's successful, Shaban could buy a new pair of Birkenstocks and walk around in Berkeley and walk over people hole covers, because there's no more manhole covers in Berkeley. It's a people hole cover, or whatever the fuck it's called, or a maintenance cover, because we're getting rid of all gender specific pronouns. So hopefully then you can't say female anymore. Yep, for sure. Picard was not in Al Bundy. He was there was no connection with him of 7 of 9 on screen. Now there might have been a book. I'm sure there was. But there was no connection on screen. Shatner is a legend. Yes, I didn't even blink at paying the $200. He's 80. I'm never going to get a chance to see him again, probably. And it goes to the Shat. So that's cool. I mean, it's the least I could pay that guy for giving me like tons of enjoyment. And, like you guys have been really generous. So I was sure to save some of the money and use it towards Star Trek. And there you go. When you guys fund this stuff, that's I will not. I will probably you guys do the crowdfunding thing once for the infrastructure for the shop, and I've already talked about this, and for the website and stuff. But that's it. The super chats are very generous, and yeah, that's I don't need to be obscene with crowdfunding. I mean, like, I don't begrudge anybody crowdfunding. Absolutely do it often as you can. But I'm only going to do it once because I only need to do it once. And I am fortunate. I also worked hard for it. Let's be real. It wasn't gifted to me. I busted my ass for it. I would pay $500 for a picture with him for sure. Shit. And actually, you know what? Considering Mark Hamill was paying for $100 for an autograph and a picture with this shitty beige background at WonderCon, and for an extra $100, you can have a picture with William Shatner on the fucking bridge of the Enterprise. That is worth the money in Vegas, where I have like blown $200 at a blackjack table like in 30 seconds. It's yeah, I'm not very good at it. I'm not very good at the card games, but I play them once in a while. Probably not this weekend. Probably not this week. It's 4:30 in the UK and you're watching. Oh, that's good. All right, we're caught up on everything, and I need to get this video out. So I'm gonna take off, but I'll be back live tomorrow. Before I'm still here tomorrow. I'm not flying out until Wednesday morning, I think, or Wednesday afternoon. So I arrive on the 31st. It's only an hour and 15-minute flight from San Francisco. So we're going to get in the hotel, and then I'll probably set up and do a quick live stream as soon as we get in, so we can have the evening free. So I will live stream tomorrow, and then there'll be a live stream about an hour after I land on Wednesday. Hope Tom is out there, drives safe, has a safe trip. I hope Rob and Mecca and Jeff and Proper Jeremy and everybody else is going to go drive safe. Let's get there safe. Don't forget that the meetup is at 8 p.m. at the Fandom Menace Bar, and apparently there's some kind of special. I think it's called Starfleet at Millennium Fandom Bar. So I think they're probably just got a Star Trek themed drink special going on and stuff. So boom, it's happening the night of our meetup. It's almost like it was planned, but it wasn't, believe me. So yeah, 8 p.m. at the Millennium Fandom Bar. Here, I'll show you a picture of this before I go. On this Friday, August 2nd. August 2nd. Here is the Millennium Fandom Bar. It is a sports bar for nerds. It's a nice place. There's Alex right there. That's Alex. So that's the guy who owns it. He's French. Yeah, so let's look at some of the pictures here. That's Alex. I guess they do cosplay stuff. I'm not into cosplay. I'm not into cosplay at all. But people like it. That's cool. I don't begrudge them for that. But oh yeah, we could have booked a party, but why book a party if we can just show up? Let's see. Yeah, the second is this. This will be funny if this is like Starfleet, who I think it is from Facebook. If we show up at the same time, it will be fun. Oh, that's great. Oh, god damn, that's gonna be awesome. So yeah, it's a Starfleet meetup, and if it's the Facebook group I'm thinking about, could be interesting. We'll see how well we are received. Yes, there's a TARDIS in the bar. Listen, Ketwalski. Oh, you mean Techno Gary? KSS. Somebody called him Techno Gary, which was pretty funny. If it's the Starfleet group from Facebook, there's lots of them, by the way. There's like 1 million. So it could be anyone. But if it's the one, like the We Are Starfleet group, that could be funny. It could be really interesting. So yeah. But mine starts we'll be there an hour early. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get there at 7. So it starts at 8, but I'll be there at 7. So if you want to meet me there a little early, that's fine. But I'm going to be getting my toes wet, hopefully saying hi to Alex, and staking my claim on the corner of the room, so I can get an area, because I'm only expecting like a few of you to be there, so that's fine. But if it's I just realized Melissa sent me that earlier, and I saw Starfleet. I'm like, I didn't put 2 and 2 together until I just looked at that. I'm like, oh God, I hope it's not the. It probably is. Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out. Live long and prosper, everybody. Justice for Anas. Exactly. I'll put my camera back on, but it's probably like shitty quality. So this, I'm gonna remove this, and it's gonna go up on Nerdrotic Live. Okay, so it'll be loving the live stream. Thank you, Speaker of the Dead, for $1.99. I appreciate it. I'm gonna put this up on Nerdrotic Live. So here, if you guys haven't subscribed over there, it's my alternate channel. Nerdrotic Live. Oops. /C/Nerdrotic. If I can learn how to type again. Nerdrotic Live. There we go. There. So it'll be there in about half an hour. Okay. Now I got to go. Got to fix that video. So look for the new video. It'll be up at 9 o'clock now. A late night video. I hope you do enjoy it, and I hope YouTube doesn't demonetize it. But in the meantime, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning-ish, something like that. Have a great night. Thank you for tuning in. Go to nerdrotic.com for my live stream schedule. It's a little off right now, but I'll fix it. Live streams every day from Star Trek Las Vegas. See you tomorrow.